Do native English speakers sound like they're talking in fast forward?
You're not imagining it. We really do talk fast, and we squish words together.
But today, we've got 5 tricks that will slow things down and help you finally understand fast English, even if you're A2 level. Welcome to the English Story Podcast, the podcast for learning real English through real conversations, smart tips, and story-based learning.
If you've ever watched a movie or joined a group chat and thought, wait, what did they just say? This episode is for you.
Today, we're tackling one of the biggest challenges for English learners, understanding fast, native-level English.
But don't worry, this is not about speaking faster or memorizing slang. We're going to show you how to train your ears to hear what's really being said even when words blend, drop, or disappear.
You'll learn 5 simple tricks that work for A2 level learners and up, plus a short practice activity to test your ears in real time.
So grab your headphones, take a deep breath, and let's make fast English feel slow.
All right, let's kick off with trick number 1, and it's a big one. If you want to understand fast English, you have to learn how we really speak, and that means reductions.
Now, what's a reduction? It's when we smash words together and say them faster. Native speakers do it all the time, without thinking.
Like this. Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. Let me becomes lemme. What are you becomes whatcha.
If you've ever heard a sentence and thought, wait, that wasn't in the dictionary, this is probably why.
Let's try some real examples. First, I'm gonna eat lunch. That means I am going to eat lunch.
Another one. Do you want to come with us? That's really, do you want to come with us? But we say it fast. Do you want to?
These aren't slang. They're natural spoken English. You'll hear them in movies, on the street, and podcasts everywhere.
And if you don't know how to hear these reductions, it can feel like people are speaking a totally different language.
Let's break down a few more. We'll say the full version first, then the reduced version.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
What are you doing? What you doing?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Don't you know? Don't you know?
If this sounds hard at first, that's okay. Your ear just needs training. The more you listen, the more your brain starts to recognize the patterns.
Here's a tip. Start listening for reductions in short videos, like YouTube, TikTok, or podcast clips. Try to write down what you hear, then check if you got it right.
And here's a super useful hack. Pause and repeat. Say the sentence yourself. Copy the rhythm. Your brain learns faster when you use your mouth too.
One more thing, reductions are optional. You don't have to say gonna or lemme, but you definitely need to understand them when you hear them.
So let's review. Going to, gonna. Want to, wanna. Let me, lemme. What are you, whatcha? Give me, gimme. Don't you, don'tcha.
Don't try to memorize them all right now. Just pick 1 or 2, start listening for them, try using them, and watch what happens. You'll start understanding more instantly. All right, time for trick 2, and honestly, this one can change everything.
Yep, here it is. Stop trying to understand every word, really? That's not how fluent listening works.
Native speakers don't listen word by word. We listen for meaning, for the important words, the key words.
Here's an example. Let's say someone says, "Hey, do you want to grab lunch with us later, maybe around 1?" That's a lot of words. If you try to catch everyone, your brain might freeze.
But if you just focus on the key words, wanna, grab lunch, 1 o'clock, you understand the message. That's all you need.
Try another. Listen to this sentence. I'm just heading out to run a quick errand before dinner. Nothing big. What do you actually need to hear?
The key words are heading out, errand, before dinner. That tells you what's happening. You don't need to decode just, quick, or nothing big to understand.
Think of it like this. The main words are the skeleton. Everything else is decoration. Don't get stuck on the decoration.
Exactly. In fast English, people add filler words, hesitations, and extra stuff. Your job is to catch the core.
Here's a good practice. Next time you listen to a podcast, YouTube video, or even us, try writing down just the 3 most important words in a sentence.
Let's try it right now. I'll say a sentence. You, our listener, try to catch the 3 most important words. Ready? Hey, I'm running late. Can we meet 15 minutes later?
The keywords running late, meet, 15 minutes. That's the meaning. If you caught those, you understood the message.
Want one more?
Sorry, I can't make it today. Something came up at work.
Keywords can't, today, work. That's all you need to understand what happened.
So from now on, stop chasing every word. Chase the meaning, the big picture, and trust your brain to fill in the rest.
Because fluency isn't about hearing everything, it's about hearing enough to understand and respond.
All right, let's talk about something we all use, but not always in the right way. Subtitles.
Now, subtitles can be super helpful, or they can become a crutch. The key is using them the right way.
That's why trick 3 is use subtitles strategically, not passively. Let's break that down.
Step 1. Watch with subtitles on. Start by watching a short English video. 2 to 5 minutes is perfect. Keep the English subtitles on the first time.
This helps your brain connect the spoken sounds to written words. You'll start to notice reductions like gonna or wanna pop up in real dialogue.
Step 2. Watch again with subtitles off. Now, watch the same video again, but this time, turn the subtitles off.
Focus just on what you hear. Don't panic if you miss some words. Ask yourself, what's the main idea? What key words can I catch?
This forces your ears to do the work. You're building listening muscles.
Step 3. Watch one last time with subtitles back on. Finally, watch it one more time with subtitles on again. Now you can compare. What did you miss? What did you hear correctly?
This step is powerful because it gives your brain a feedback loop. It tells your ears, good job on this one. Next time, listen for that word too.
This 3-step method turns subtitles into a learning tool, not a distraction. You're training your ear while also growing your vocabulary.
And here's a pro tip. Choose videos where people speak naturally, not too fast, not too slow. Try YouTubers, vloggers, interviews, or English learning channels.
If you're not sure where to start, look for videos labeled A2 or B1 level, or use short scenes from shows like Friends, The Office, or Modern Family. Everyday speech is best.
Here's a bonus exercise. After watching, pick one line of dialogue and repeat it out loud, just like the speaker.
Try to match the rhythm and tone. This is called shadowing, and it helps you not just understand fast English, but sound more natural too.
So again, the subtitle method is watch with subtitles on, watch again with subtitles off, watch a third time to check your understanding, plus shadow 1 or 2 lines out loud.
If you do this just 5 minutes a day, your listening will improve fast. No joke.
All right, we're up to trick 4, and this one is something fluent speakers do without even thinking about it.
It's called prediction. That means even if you miss a few words, your brain can guess what's coming next, based on the situation, tone, and context.
In real life, you're not listening to random words. You're in a cafe, a classroom, a Zoom meeting. That context helps your brain fill in the blanks.
Here's an example. You're at a restaurant. The server says, "Would you like to?" And then you miss the rest. What are they probably saying?
Maybe, would you like to see the menu? Or, Would you like to order a drink? You don't need to hear every word to respond. You can just smile and say, yes, please.
Let's try another one. Imagine someone says, "Hey, do you have a minute? I just wanted to," and then you lose the rest. What could it be?
They might say, ask you something or talk about the project. Either way, you get the idea. You're still part of the conversation.
Mini practice. Guess the ending.
Let's play a quick prediction game. I'll start a sentence, and you, our listener, try to guess how it ends.
Ready? Sentence 1. Excuse me. Do you know where?
You probably thought the bathroom is or the bus stop is right.
Try another. Can I get a?
Maybe coffee or receipt.
Last one. I don't think I can.
Could be go tonight or make it to the meeting. Doesn't matter if you miss a word, the context guides you.
This trick is all about staying calm. Don't freeze if you miss a word. Ask, where am I? What's the topic? What's likely being said?
And remember, you do this in your native language too. You don't catch every word of every conversation, but you still understand.
So when you're listening in English, become a detective. Look for clues, tone, body language, the setting, and keywords.
When you combine that with the other tricks, like focusing on key words and training your ear for reductions, you'll start understanding more, even if it's fast.
All right, we've arrived at trick 5, and this one is for learners who want to improve listening and speaking at the same time.
It's called shadowing, and no, it has nothing to do with standing in the dark.
Shadowing means this. You listen to someone speaking in English, and you repeat what they say out loud, at the same time or right after, like a shadow following their voice.
You're not translating, you're not writing, you're just copying their rhythm, their tone, and their speed. It sounds simple, but it's powerful.
Why does it work? Because it trains your brain to hear natural speech patterns, and it helps your mouth and ears get in sync.
It also builds your muscle memory for speaking. You start to feel the flow of English, the pauses, the reductions, the stress.
How to shadow, step by step. Step 1. Choose a short audio or video clip. 1 minute or less is perfect. Interviews, podcasts, YouTube shorts, all great choices.
Step 2. Listen to one sentence, just one, then pause. Step 3. Repeat the sentence out loud, exactly how you heard it. Copy the speed, emotion, and tone.
Step 4. Play the next sentence. Do the same. Keep going until you've shadowed the full clip.
At first, you might fall behind. That's okay. You can slow the video down or replay it as many times as you need.
And don't worry if you miss a word. This isn't about perfection. It's about getting used to how English feels when it's spoken naturally.
Pro tip, choose voices you enjoy listening to. Maybe a YouTuber or a character from a show. That keeps practice fun and motivation high.
Want to try it right now? Let's give you a short sentence. Repeat after us with the same tone.
Hey, are you free later today?
Let me know when you get here.
Try saying those again with us. Ready?
Hey, are you free later today?
Let me know when you get here.
If you practice shadowing for just 5 minutes a day, your brain will start to recognize native speech patterns much faster.
And bonus, you'll also start sounding more natural when you speak. It's double practice in one.
So to review, find a short clip. Listen sentence by sentence. Repeat out loud. Match the rhythm and tone. Do it consistently.
All right, you've made it to the end of this episode, and we've given you 5 powerful tricks to finally understand fast English.
Let's do a quick recap so it all sticks.
Trick 1. Train your ear to reductions. Learn how native speakers say gonna, wanna, lemme, and more.
Trick 2. Stop trying to understand every word. Focus on key words and the big idea.
Trick 3. Use subtitles strategically. Watch with subtitles on, then off, then back on to train your ears and eyes together.
Trick 4. Predict what comes next. Use context to guess meaning, even when you miss a few words.
Trick 5. Shadow real conversations. Repeat what you hear out loud to improve listening and speaking at the same time.
Listener challenge.
This week, choose just one trick from today and use it every day for 5 minutes.
Shadowing keyword listening prediction. Whatever feels best for you. Do it consistently, not perfectly.
You can also use our favorite method. Watch a short video with English subtitles. Turn them off. Try to catch keywords. Shadow a line or two at the end.
If you do that all week, you'll be amazed at how much more confident your listening becomes, even with fast English.
Next time on the English Story podcast, we're helping you build better English sentences using a simple formula that works for any topic.
Whether you're talking about your weekend or your goals, we'll show you how to create strong, natural sentences using real-life topics and story templates.
It's perfect for A2 and B1 learners, and it'll boost your speaking confidence fast.
Make sure to follow or subscribe so you don't miss it. And if today's episode helped you, send it to a friend or leave a quick review. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for listening to the English Story podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.